Hey, how are you? In this video, I'm going to talk about BORs, or also known as Agent of Records, or AORs, what they are, how they work, and how you can use them to get some more policies in your agency. So let's dive into it. All right, so first off, what is a BOR? To start, or an AOR stands for Broker of Record or Agent of Record. So what it is basically a document that is signed by an insured or a client that allows you to take over a policy, their policy, that's with another agent, as you're now the agent. So whenever they sign the broker of record letter, you submit that to the insurance carrier or to your underwriter, whoever it might be that you're working with, signing and saying, and there's legal ways to structure this. You need to double check with the Department of Insurance in your state on how to structure an AOR or find a template for your state's AOR or broker of record, agent of record letter that says the policy number, the effective date, blah, 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 carrier name, exactly how they want it, and you submit that over to the carrier. And now they say, okay, Chris, Adelfia Insurance, you are now the agent starting at, effective immediately or at the renewal, depending on how they work. Most of the times you don't get commission on that policy until the renewal. So if, let's just say, you BOR or agent of record somebody 7 months into their policy, you're not going to get those other 5 months of commission. You have to wait till the renewal 5 months later, boom, then you'll get the commission for the policy. And it's a great way to kind of win business over to your agency. When you want to win those pieces of business, obviously ethically, you don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes and doing anything sketchy. Also, agent of record typically gives the other agent a period of either 5 to 10 days in a window, depending on your state, to retain the customer. So they're going to find out, they know that they're getting a broker of record and it's getting moved over, but you have about 5 to 10 days to, let's just say somebody hits you with one, you have 5 to 10 days depending on the state. I don't know how it works. That's how it is in California. But you have 5 to 10 days to keep your client. And so let's just say you're trying to win it from somebody else. You do it ethically, you do it great. You really want to demonstrate your value as an agent. Like, how are you bringing value in this situation? Why should they just move a policy over to you? A lot of times they'll be like, hey, my agent's just dropping the ball, blah, 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 blah. You really need to sell the idea of why they should work with you over the other agent and move it over, just not even shop it around. And a good way to do that is by what's called driving the wedge. I talk about this in my book, 7 Steps to Building a Successful Insurance Agency. But driving a wedge, and the link is below if you want to get it. The way to drive the wedge is basically essentially kind of like driving doubt into your client's or customer's mind about either a product, a potential claim, or another agent. Like saying, hey, when was the last time your agent went through this with you? How did he come up? How did he help you come up with those limits? Stuff like that, where it's like a lot of agents just kind of push stuff through and just sell policies, especially if they're not happy. Also, you could point out their service time and highlight your service time. You need to do it in a subtle way, because if you really do push that on to people like heavily, it does come off as very kind of like scammy, sleazy, and it doesn't sound great from a sales perspective if you're just trashing someone else. But you can subtly highlight your value and in a very subtle way kind of drive doubt into their mind that their agent isn't doing that very well for them without saying it exactly like the way I just said it. But that's a good way to do it. A lot of times you need to establish the value, the trust, communicate well, and show them that it's going to be a great experience working with you different at your agency. Renewal shopping, how you handle claims, your service processing for certificates of insurance or payments, etc. And that's the biggest thing there with BORs. I don't focus on them too much, but any chance I can, it's a very, very easy way to win a policy over. Since you don't really need to shop it or sell it, you just get them to sign a document and then boom, you're the agent. I know there's agents out there that literally just focus on BORs all day and they don't even try to sell stuff, which is insane to me, but I wouldn't do that. But it's a good little way to also just to make sure it's in your arsenal if you're looking to win a business over and they're just not happy with their agent and they express that. Just say, hey, Mike, one option we do have is that we could just basically move the policy over to us and we can service your account as your agent. All we need is a broker of record or an agent of record letter signing and basically allowing us to take over and give you the service that you really deserve, Mike. So it's a good way to win some business. And make sure you're doing it right, doing it ethically, and not stepping on any major toes. But this business is it's a dog eat dog, man. Like, we're out here to win accounts, and somebody's gonna get it, someone's not. Someone's gonna get that commission, especially these big ones. You got to get after them. So that's all I got. Hopefully that does help you. If you do get any value, please like, please subscribe, and share this with anybody you think might get some value. Go to chriscostantini.com if you want to talk to me and schedule a call, or check out the books. Those are all there to help you as well. Made them super cheap so that you could just buy them and learn what you need to know about building a successful agency. So that's all I got. I will hope that does help, and we'll see you guys at the top. See you soon. Peace.